to Mr. Otter's studio. Today I'm going to be showing you some shaving cream print techniques. The first video I ever posted on YouTube was a shaving cream print video, and you can see that here. But today I want to show you a few different ways you can use stencils with them. The basic supplies that you need are food coloring, and I think the liquid kind works the best, shaving cream, a ruler. This is to smooth the shaving cream and also to scrape it off of our paper. And then you need something to draw into it with, and that's what I'm using the skewer for, but you could use a toothpick. Anything with a fine point will work. If you're using a plastic tablecloth, you can use the flat edge of this instead if it starts to pull at the tablecloth. And paper, and I'm just using white printer paper. Also, I'm going to be showing you how to use a stencil. They're store-bought stencils, and then this is a stencil that I made. And now I'll show you the different steps. So this is how you want to set up your space. Have your food coloring over here with your shaving cream. This will be where we'll spray the shaving cream. Then we're gonna move our paper to here and scrape it off. So make sure to keep this area nice and clean. And I'm using plastic poster board under. In class, I used a plastic tablecloth. So get your shaving cream, shake it up, and then you wanna spray it the size of your paper. Use your ruler, and we are going to try to make this as smooth as possible. Clean your ruler off because we need this to be clean for the next step. You can either use a cloth to just wipe it off, or you can just scrape it on the side of your table, which is what I usually do. Then choose what colors you want to use. The reason I tell my students to use 3 to 5 drops is to conserve my food coloring, but you can use as much color as you want. Okay, I'm gonna use 5. I'm gonna use 7 drops of food coloring. Once you have the drops in there, grab your drawing instrument. This is a skewer, and make sure it's going straight up and down into it. Like this, if this is my paper, I want it to be going straight and not at an angle. Perpendicular. And you can swirl it. You can make lines with it. You can make stars with it. Grab your piece of paper, lay it over the top, and just barely press it. You're not pushing it down really hard. Take it off. Usually the shaving cream gets stuck to it. The food coloring stays on the paper and the shaving cream will usually wipe away. So let me show you what usually happens. This is like perfect. This never happens. Usually there will be a ton of shaving cream on it, and you take your ruler and you scrape the shaving cream off. This is what it usually looks like. All right, now the next thing you can do is you can take your ruler and you can make a nice, smooth, kind of, I think it looks like a wash, like a watercolor wash to me. So you could print this the same way. If we wanted to print this, we just put our paper on it, smooth the paper on, lift it off. And for this, I'm gonna scrape it this way. Now, what could you do out of this? Well, you could use this as a stencil. You could draw over the top of it, use it as a background. You can do so many things with these shaving cream prints. Let's add a little bit more color to it. I want this to be just a little bit darker. Make sure you clean your ruler off after every time you smooth it. And I'm gonna add a little bit of swirls into this. I could print this, or I could use a stencil, and I'm gonna use a stencil. You don't want to smash your stencil on it. If you smash your stencil, it's not going to work. So grab your paper and then just press it down first, and then slowly just make sure each part of it is touching the shaving cream. Then lift it off, and then use your ruler to scrape it away. So you want to scrape into the shapes. So scrape into it. Instead of scraping that way, I'm scraping into it. You can kind of see how the stencil would work. Just take these and put them in the sink, and you can wash them off. I just made this with transparency paper. After you make this smooth gradient, you can add some texture to it. Press your paper on, take it off, and usually you will have to scrape the shaving cream off. The food coloring leaves these really awesome patterns. Let's try one more stencil. I just bought this. Okay, this is normal. This is what usually happens. The shaving cream pops up like this and gets stuck to it. So this is where you scrape into it. So with these leaves, I'm not gonna scrape it that way. I'm going to scrape this way. And with these petals, I might just scrape in and then lift away. And it's okay if it does kind of carry some of the color across like that, it's okay. But if you wanna keep the middle nice and white, then scrape away from it. Stencils are great for this technique and they leave a really cool wash. I think it's fun even to play in the shaving cream. So the panda bear might have worked, I think, better if it would have been something similar to this. But the swirls and the shapes that we got actually look really nice too. You can also draw your picture first and then do the shaving cream print over the top. Or you could do the shaving cream print first and then draw over the top. Have fun with this. This is a great activity. I love doing it in the summertime because sometimes the shaving cream smell gets a little overwhelming inside. My students use the same pile of shaving cream the whole time. Some of them like to use gloves. Food coloring will stain, so you can use gloves for this. Have a wonderful day. We will see you around on YouTube.